GMB Pros, welcome everyone. Those that are here live, Richard, I appreciate you. Oops, I changed the wrong name on here. I just realized that. I appreciate everyone that is on here. Those that are on Facebook, hopping on now. I appreciate everyone, those that are catching the replay. Thank you guys once again for your support. Let me change this back for you, Richard. As you guys know, the goal of GMB Pros is two things. Mine and William's ultimate goal is to help you get the knowledge, whatever skill that you need to help grow your agency, or get results for your clients to get them growing in your results. So that's our ultimate goal here. And today we have our guest, Michael, on mindset, right? From struggling to scale to shifting that mindset to grow your agency. A lot of us are, at different parts of our journey, some beginnings, some middle, some more advanced than others. So it always comes down, like you hear Bradley, you hear Hermosi. It's all about mindset, right? It's like what we have between our 2 ears, right? The hardest part is 6 inches between our ears. And I think it's super, super true, right? As far as, how we look at something, if we're in a situation, how the way we look at it will kind of just change our attitude. We'll project that, path, that energy, that vibe. And that's one of the reasons that I asked Michael, hey, let's hop on here, see what tools, what you can help us for our agency, our entrepreneurs and marketing, to have that mindset, to be able to move your agency in the right direction, to be able to move your clients' results, right? And get them to stay with you longer and help your clients' business as well. Michael, for those that don't know you, man, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself, how you, got here, and knowing your worth. I like that. Know your worth 100%.
You're not gonna try to say my last name, huh?
Uh, what is that? Economites?
Economides,
Economines. Where's that originally from?
Greek. It's Greece.
Greek. Got it. Okay. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Nice.
Yeah. So I haven't been. I mean, I've been. I would have never thought my journey would have led me here to be a mindset coach ever in my entire life. Never would have thought that. But I guess nobody really knows what they're going to be until they get to that point. But what led me to doing this? Pretty much my story. Basically, since 2018, I've had 41 pulmonary embolisms, which is blood clots in the lungs. I've been pronounced dead multiple times, and I have 5 blood clotting disorders and 3 sarcoidosises, and I have an adrenaline disorder. So pretty much all that can't coexist in the body, but it doesn't mean. So I keep pushing through it, and my friends are like, man, you need to teach people how to do this because they don't ever bring you down. I'm like, well, you have choices. You have 2 choices. You can either let it bring you down or you can keep pushing. Because if you tell yourself you're sick, you're gonna be sick, 100%. And that's where the mindset comes in. Because whenever let's say you cough, you start coughing, what do you tell yourself? I'm getting sick, right? So what does your mind know? You're getting sick. Don't tell yourself that. You won't get sick. It's pretty,
Yeah.
and then they've done studies and it shows that pretty much if you tell yourself you're getting sick, you're gonna get sick. If you don't tell yourself that and keep moving on, just say it's just a cough, more than likely you will not get that cough, that cold. That's where it comes to mind. It's control of everything.
100%. And how did you, I mean, that's a pretty incredible as far as what you've been through, pronounced dead. Man, tell us about that. Like, if we can pause there for a minute, right? Like, how many of us can say that, right? And it's kind of like a sobering thought. I just recently lost my father January here, 3rd, or
It is before my
2nd.
birthday.
Yeah, yeah, I lost my father. I've never experienced that as, the first parent I lost, uh, really close to home. And like you've been pronounced dead more than once. What does that do to a man? What is that like? Can you speak on that a little bit if we can pause
It
here for
makes
a
you
minute?
like, I mean, because we've all taken life for granted, you know. I made some stupid decisions. I don't know who hasn't, but it's just it makes you realize it puts everything in perspective. Like, wow, anybody could have it happen any minute of the day and not wake up. And I heard this the other day. Somebody said, how many people say that I live my life to the fullest? Well, when you go to sleep tonight, ask yourself if you don't wake up tomorrow, did you? And so I stopped saying that. But yeah, I mean, it's just I guess, and it's crazy is because going through this and having the surgeries and having a blood clot and then telling me, you're not going to make it past this one, it really never bothered me. I just I kind of just rolled it off my shoulder. Everybody's like, oh, yeah, right. But I'm like, nah, really, because what can I do about it? I can either keep fighting and push through it or roll over and just go. And it's just not my time. And I feel like 100%. And I actually had a doctor tell me that it's my mindset. I'm like, I need to get that on recording coming out of your mouth.
So you develop this mindset. So what does that like really look like, right? Because everybody, like I remember growing up taking sales, right? Like um what's his name escapes me. Um, but he talks about motivation in your mind being like a shower, right? It doesn't last, or you got to get past that. Like, how do you harness that as far as in our world, getting up in the morning, making those sales, making those calls? Sometimes, like, man, you don't see it working, or like you spend all this money hoping that you would get like what our colleagues got as a result, or sometimes you don't even feel it, right? You got that cancellation. Like, what does that look like, Michael, as far as harnessing that? And I mean, we're just in marketing, we're just helping people, but like to push
You
us
gotta know.
forward past that.
So I mean, the biggest thing I have to tell people is you have to know that everything's for a moment. It doesn't matter if it's a bad moment, a good moment, happy moment, sad. Everything's only for a moment. You got to know if you can get this to this point in life, you've already been through the hardest part. And everything's for a moment. It's going to get past. It's going to, I mean, yeah. I mean, even though I'm a mindset coach, I mean, people like, oh, you shouldn't have mindset problems. Yeah, right. Okay. I'm not a freaking robot over here. But I mean, you just have to like tell yourself, no, just stop. Or if I start feeling that way, I just keep myself busy and I keep myself productive. And I try not to just sit around doing stuff, nothing that's not productive. Like the first thing I do is you make your bed when you get out of work. When you get up in the morning, make your bed. You have to. That's the biggest thing that's going to start your day is going positive and going forward. Plus, don't hit the snooze button. People always wonder why they tired. Well, if you hit that snooze button, your brain goes into cycles, back to sleep. You didn't get enough sleep, so you're gonna be exhausted the rest of the day. And I learned that the hard way. So I mean, the biggest things you gotta know about mindset and how, like when sales are down, you're not making money, and you're spending more than you're bringing in. You gotta know that you gotta keep doing the same thing. You gotta be consistent. Because the minute you start thinking you're not gonna make it or anything like that, then you're not gonna make it. You got to keep doing it and doing it and doing it, and it's going to come around. Eventually, it's going to come around. It always will. As long as you know it will and you think it will, don't doubt yourself. The minute you doubt yourself, it's over. That's the biggest
Yeah.
thing I can give you. Don't doubt yourself, because the minute you start doubting yourself in your mind start doubting it, and then everything's going to crumble.
So, like, what are some of your hacks? Like, what are your non-negotiables, right? Like to get started in that, to kind of like remind yourself, hey, it's a mindset or pushing through. Like you talked about getting up in the morning, making your bed, don't hit the snooze button, you know. And I think it almost starts for me like the night before, right? Planning the next day, getting to bed so you can get up early, right? Like what are like some of those hacks? How do you like, what does that look like, to get that habit?
So the biggest thing is people, and we're all taught this, to put everybody before you. You need to worry about. You need to take care of them. No, 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 no. Forget about it. And people are going to say, oh, this is selfish. It's not selfish. You need to take care of yourself first. 100% you. Because if you're not taken care of, And I tell people that I coach, they say, well, my kids come first. Your kids can't come first. If you're not first in your eyes, how are you taking care of somebody else 100% if you're not taking care of 100%? So you're lacking, but you're trying to take care of somebody else. You can't take care of somebody else if you're lacking. That's the first thing you have to do is you have to take care of you first, hands down. And there's gonna be a lot of people that disagree with that. And it is what it is. But we're taught as society, put others first. That's why that's selfish to put them before me. I should come first. So that's the biggest thing that a lot of people do is they put other people first. Well, then everything their stuff that gets put on the back burner, and then they start slacking, and then they start doubting themselves because they don't have the time or they haven't taken care of themselves because they're taking care of somebody else. It's not that they don't have the ability to do it. It's just that they've been doing it for somebody else before them, so now they don't have time to do it for them. That's the biggest thing is I know a lot of people do. And confidence, right?
Yeah, so I think that's one ties into the other, right? As far as when you were saying confidence, being able to speak with conviction is when you take care of yourself first, right? You got to love yourself first. You got to do things for yourself first so you can show up in all areas of life, right?
Mm-hmm.
100%. Now what is like as a marketer, getting up in the morning, a lot of us that are doing this full time, like we eat what we kill, and having that liberty, but at the same time having that discipline and routine, right? To keep doing what we're doing to reach our goals. Um, what is your thought, Michael, as far as like goals and setting them and writing? Like some of those, like, we hear a lot of people say, write your goals every day, reading,
Mm-hmm.
what you listen to, your friends that hang out. Do you think that really like makes a difference?
100%. Like I don't think you need to write your goals every day, but you do need to have something like when you wake up in the morning, you should be, what are you grateful for? 100%. Tell yourself what you're grateful for, and have some positive affirmations that you tell yourself every single day to keep yourself going like that. That's the biggest thing. And also, like you said, the friends you hang out with. Yeah, I truly believe if you hang around negative people or people that are bringing you down or people that don't support you truly, then you're never going to succeed. Because if they're not pushing, you're not pushing. If they're not going for success, then you're not going for success. You are, what did I say? You're just like you're as like the three closest people you hang around with. I think that's 100% right. And goal setting, yes, you need to set goal. Like I tell people, like, each week have a goal that you can like strive for that week, but then also have a goal that's, it's achievable, but it's hard for the year. Always, because the minute you, like I tell people, the minute you stop setting goals or you're content, I tell people, never be content or never be satisfied. Because once you're content and you're satisfied, that means you have no more goals. You're not gonna set goals anymore. You're done. You're gonna sit on the couch, you're content, you're satisfied, done. You should never be content or satisfied because so you keep setting these goals and keep striving to be better, keep striving to be better. You should always strive to be better.
100%. Now, Mike, so I have a positive mindset. Things are not going so well. I keep pushing, I keep pushing. Is there anything else that I can do to kind of like maybe have small victories in other areas, or is your mindset that it bleeds somewhere else? Where is the second most area that you would tell somebody or you coach people like, okay, you have the mindset, okay, you start with yourself, you have your goals, you get up in the morning, do your thing. Like, how can we reinforce that? Where other areas in life do you see like, okay, if you improve this area, whether it be spiritual, physical, financial, I don't know. I'm asking a little bit about for myself is like, okay, I want to have the mindset if I'm struggling, like what other areas can I do to support like the mindset?
So if you're having, so like you said, like say you have a positive mindset, but you're having still problems in areas. Okay. Well, there's the reason you're having problems in those areas is because you keep thinking about those problems. Now, if you wake up in the morning, like when you wake up in the morning, whatever, and you think about the problems, you're living yesterday. If there's problems going on in life, but you have the positive mindset, then you really don't have an ultimate positive mindset because you're still thinking about the problems you have. So if you're still having problems and you keep thinking about the problems and the problems, you're never going to get rid of those problems because you're bringing them up and you're bringing them up and you're bringing them up. Every time you think about it, you're living yourself back in the past. And I tell people, and I've heard this a million times, there's a reason that the rearview mirror is so small and the windshield so big. Stop looking back that way. Because so many people sit there and they think about the problems. The more you think about it, the more it's going to stay a problem. So you got to get through that problem. Stop thinking about the problems. 100%. Just think about just moving forward, moving forward. And that's what I've learned to do. I mean, the problem's going to be there if you keep thinking about it. Come up with a solution, fix it, go. Like I tell people, I call it the speed bump effect. So when you're driving down the road and you come up on a speed bump, you don't stop the car and get out and wait for the speed bump to move, do you? I hope not. So treat life the same way. When something comes, I mean, and something's going to come at you in life. It's going to be like you just lost your father. It's inevitable. We're all going to go through something hard in life multiple times. So when that comes in life, treat it like a speed bump. Slow down, handle the situation. Don't let it break you to your knees, and then push forward. Don't let it slow you down. People let it break them, and they get down and they drop to their knees, and they just don't know what to do. And they just say, "Oh, I'm so hurt. I'm so hurt. I'm so hurt." Or one person I was coaching, they say, "I have such bad anxiety. I get this. I have bad," and she says it so much. It's like, stop telling yourself you have anxiety. Stop telling yourself you get anxious. Stop saying it. The only reason you're doing it is because you keep telling yourself. So your mind is just anxious, anxious, anxious. So don't tell yourself that and treat it like a speed bump. When something comes at you, slow down, take care of the situation, and move forward. Don't dwell on it. Yeah, it's gonna hurt. Yeah, nobody said we're all gonna go through pain, but there's a different way to get through it. And I tell people they gotta get I'm not gonna say the word online, but the effort mindset. So once you get that, it's not like that you're just saying that to everything, but you're almost like, okay, it's about me. I'm gonna make sure I'm good. And I don't care what you think about it. I don't care what you think about it. And if people stop thinking about other people's opinion and taking it in so hard and letting their opinions control them, which a lot of people do, life completely is so much easier. And who cares what they think? It doesn't matter. They say your opinion doesn't matter. Your opinion is none of my business. And that's exactly right.
I like that. I like that. Your opinion is none of my business.
Or the best one is like
100%.
somebody says they got a problem with you. Say, well, go ahead and call me later. Oh, I don't have your number. Then you don't know me good enough to have a problem.
That's right. That's right. That's right. I like that one. I like that one. I mean, that's incredible. Now, Michael, so what tools as entrepreneurs do you recommend, like books or podcasts or like on a daily basis that, we can kind of like level up, you know? Um, and then I have a
I listen
follow-up
to
to
Rob
that.
Dial. I listen to Rob Dial, the podcast. He's
Rob
the
Dial? Yeah.
mindset mentor. He's good.
Okay.
Or
Okay. What?
Ed Milet.
Okay. Great. Great. Now, let me ask you, you talked about surrounding yourself, right, with people that are better. So, I've been fortunate enough to have like good friends. My buddy Rick Arroyo, right? We go way back. He's about 10, 15 years older than me. He's really kind of helped me out, been the example. But some people are not that fortunate, right? Maybe they grew up different. How do you handle, like, let's say you outgrew your friends, right?
I hear you.
But you haven't grown enough, maybe mentally, your status, to get that next group of friends that are doing somewhat better than you,
Mhm.
business wise, mental, physical wise, than you. You're kind of in that middle. Like, how would you handle something like that?
So I'm going through that. I've actually walked away like completely from most of my family because it's just they're negative, stressful. I mean, they say blood's thicker than water, but the bullshit's not. So you basically, I mean, it's just you go back to take care of yourself. But when you're walking, like I walked away from most of my friends and family because you think you have all these great friends and all that stuff, but then if you go through some tough time, let's see who's actually there. That's what tests out who your true people are. because I tell people, you know, that old saying that says, "Oh, let me know if you need anything." Don't tell me that. It's more like, let me know if you need anything, and if it's convenient for me, I'll help you out. So, I mean, and I went through a horrible divorce, like horrible, and basically took everything. And it was like your most closest people you think are there, they're not. It's just not. So I've had to do it. So basically, all I've done is just you got to know that you know your worth 100%, and hold your head up high. And all those people that are close, that are the good ones and everything that are, they're gonna come to you. They'll come to you. And it's been like that 100% of me. I'm closer to my online friends and than I am my friends and family that are actually in person with you. So, and it's crazy that, you know, your family and friends more than likely will never, like, they, if you have a store, they're not coming to buy from you, you know? And like I heard something yesterday said that your friends and family won't walk across the street to support you, but they'll drive 50 miles to bury you.
Mm.
So, I mean, you
Yeah.
just you gotta know, yeah, with me, I just kept pushing forward and knowing that, you know, it's for a moment and I'm bettering myself. So if I'm bettering myself and the people around me are not supporting me, then you have to know that if you're bettering yourself and those people don't support you, then you're better off, you're going to be happier without them. And your friends and the good people that are around they will come. You build it, they will come, like they say, you know. So if you build that great mindset, the positive, confident person, your good people are going to come to you.
Yeah, 100%. I truly believe that, and people will reveal themselves, right? And you know, I kind of like have gone through that even like now, right? Where, you know, people like either they know you, they know, you know, you're operating within your gift, your sincerity, and you want to help, and they just get stuck in the past and they don't want to move forward and
Mm-hmm.
grow with you, right? Big time. Um, yeah,
I'm the type of
so
person
that, you
that I don't
know,
like arguing about an argument. It's done. That's the worst
say
thing.
that, say that
Like
again.
people, like relationships is the biggest one. Arguing about an argument. Like, so you argue, and then tomorrow comes and you want to argue again? No, we're gonna make an argument about an argument. That's a big waste of time. And the biggest thing I've learned too, and I mean, I've done it a million times. I know, I guarantee every person's done it. That whenever, you know, let's say your spouse, your girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever, is you can see that they're aggravated or mad. And the first thing you do is you think it's gotta be something you did. So you go at it, you know, aggravated, pissed off. Instead, you should be going over there with water, not fuel and freaking matches. So I've done it a thousand. I mean, I've done it so many times in relationships that, you know, and then it just makes it 100 times. If I would have just walked over with a can of water and that's what's wrong, whew, I'd have saved a lot of freaking time in my life.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. So how does one change that mindset, right? Um, After maybe so many years, or can an old dog learn new tricks? Or
100%.
you know, how does one change your mind where they're like, shoot, this mindset thing really does work? Like,
So there's a lot of things that I like, you know, like manifestation. I was like, God, that's a crock of crap. It's not. I've done it, and it's crazy how it works. Like it got like I actually tried 3 different ways to like manifest a certain amount of money, and it got me to the point where like I own an outdoor company too, and I drive to this job site all the time. I can get there with my eyes closed. Well, I was like in like the 7th or 8th day with this manifesting, saying the same thing over and over and over and over. I couldn't figure out how to get to the job. My brain was not even thinking about that. I had to Google map it to get there. I had to use my GPS because my brain just wasn't even, if it wasn't something going towards that manifesting of something positive towards the money, it was like, don't worry about it. And it was crazy how I did it. But it's like, so yes, an old dog can learn new tricks. And it kind of sucks that this has to happen to not, like, I'm gonna say 90% of people. Something has to happen bad too. Not bad, but something drastically has to happen, has to hit them in the face like a brick. But then they go, oh shit, I gotta change. Because most people, they're not gonna try to do it when the times are, you know, pretty good or mediocre. They're gonna wait till it's the most hardest time in their life when they're freaking on their knees, which is and it's every single person I know has done. It takes them to get hit by a brick in the face and then say, oh, I gotta change. Oh, I lost somebody, I gotta change. Oh, I gotta change. So do it now. If you're having a problem, you're stuck, don't wait till something bad happens. Don't wait till you get stuck so bad you can't move, because it's even harder. And it's not easy. It's not, no, it's never gonna be easy to, to change your mindset, get your mindset to the right spot. But you just gotta be willing to be uncomfortable for a little while. Just like in sales, just like in market, everything. Everything that is uncomfortable has a better, and it's going to be way better than you. Anything that's easy, it's not worth it.
Yeah,
Nothing comes easy.
100%.
It's like easy money.
Oh,
No such thing.
that's right. Otherwise, everybody would be doing it, right?
Exactly.
Everybody would be doing it.
But
Now,
do it now. Don't wait for something to happen.
well, that's what I was going to ask you. Do you think, like, does it have to slap you in the face? Is there a shortcut? Like, man, like I want to change, but
You
I
just
know
said
I
the
have.
magic word. You said the magic word. You gotta want it bad enough. People say they want it. They want it. I want it. I want it. It's like saying I'm trying to quit smoking. No, you're not. Because if you were gonna quit, if you're just not ready. If you're gonna quit smoking, you quit smoking. If you're trying to quit, you ain't ready to quit smoking. If you're gonna do it, you gotta do it. Don't say you lose that word. I'm trying. I'm trying. No, stop trying. Do it. I'm trying to stop eating potato chips. No, fat boy, push away the potato chips. Don't go buy potato chips. If you're trying, just don't buy them. Don't eat them. I mean, it's pretty much that simple when it comes to your mind. And I've learned, and I was studying stuff and learning things and listening to people, is your mind controls everything. If you tell your mind you don't want chips, just tell your mind yourself you don't want chips, you don't want chips, you don't want chips, and your mind won't let you have chips. But if you're like, oh, I'm trying to quit eating chips. Yeah, but this, hey, I'm trying to lose weight. No, you're not. Then lose weight. I mean, it's
When
all in your mind. It's a mind game. It's like I have people say, well, at least I don't smoke anymore. I say, no, your vape. Your vape is like your baby. It's in your hand. You sleep with it. You wake up with it. It's like you're sucking that thing more. You must do that thing 10,000 times a day. You're gonna get freaking buck teeth from it. It's like, no, I think you should go back to smoking. At least you got smoke breaks every day. Now you got freaking vape all day. So people that say that, I'm like, no, dude, it's not better than you vape because you vape nonstop. You might as well just choke it to your lip.
yeah,
It's crazy.
100%, 100%. Now, does this mindset, like I said, take the word trying out of your vocabulary, right? And do it and want it enough, right? It's not, everybody has great ideas, everybody has great intents. Like, I'm gonna get up early, I'm gonna go to the gym. Like,
The more
how
the
do
thing
we
becomes,
want it, how to, without it slapping us in the face, without having that heart attack, or without being pronounced dead, right? Because, man, I really believe you have, like, I mean, you've been through hell, right? With the divorce, with losing everything, and still
it
being
built me
able
to
to
be a better
push
person.
through.
I tell people I'm a Hulk and Hancock mix.
I mean, like, geez, as we're raising kids, or we see kids, like, they just don't get it. They can't see past their nose. You know,
Because it's
what
social media.
prince? Yeah, yeah. What principles did you, like, develop, or did you say, like, man, these are principles that if we stay underneath them, if we just stick to these principles, I don't care who you are, this is gonna happen. Like, throughout your whole experiences and your mindset and breakthroughs that you've had, what are those, like, if you can give me three principles of, like, hey, these are the three principles that it's like gravity, right? And if you stay with them, man, nothing but goods on the other side.
The one main thing is stop worrying about everybody else. Stop. Stop worrying about what this person doing, what that person doing, or what they think about this. You do what you want to do. You got to do it for you. Don't do it because you looking for somebody to give you applause. Don't look it for you looking for gratitude or something like that. You have to do what you want to do. And if you have a hesitant, like if you second guess it, this is what I've been told all my life, and it's works. If you're gonna want to do something and you second guess it, don't do it. If you second guess it one little tiny time, I'm gonna go into business doing this, but man, I'm really scared about. Don't do it. If you have any, don't do it because you're already doubting yourself before you even step on the board. So if you have any doubt into doing something, don't do it. But you have to go forward back in yourself. That's the main thing. And stop thinking about what everybody else cares about. Another thing is you have to know is give yourself that one choice. Don't have that choice of, all right, I don't have to get up right now, or I can get up. No. Don't give yourself two choices every single day. It doesn't matter if it's Saturday, it don't matter. Monday. I say everybody's like, oh, it's Monday. No, it's not. It's a day. Why is Monday any different than Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday? It shouldn't be. It's the same day. It's 24 hours a day. Why is Monday any different than Sunday or Saturday? Why are you making it different? That's why when I give people messages in the morning, positive message, I don't say happy Monday or happy Wednesday. It's just a day. I had the Mondays. What the hell is a Monday? What the hell is a Monday? That's the most dumbest thing I've ever in my life. Yeah, the Mondays. Don't give yourself a choice. Like I don't give myself a choice. Like I give myself one choice. Just keep pushing forward. Keep pushing forward. Yeah, sometimes it sucks. Sometimes it's hard. Yeah, it's stop getting in your mind that life is easy. I don't care. And if you think you're gonna have millions and millions of dollars gonna be easier, it's not. It doesn't matter how much money you have. You just have bigger problems. People need to stop thinking, oh, if I have more money, I'll be happy. Yeah, you can buy happiness. Yes, money does buy happiness, 100%. But you're still gonna have problems. So you stop thinking like, oh, if I had more money, if I had this, if I had that, if you had that. Be grateful for what you have and strive for what you want. But knowing you have to know life's hard. No matter what. Life's hard. Stop telling yourself, oh, it's gonna be easy this, or this. You gotta stop living in la la land. Like you see, and it's on social media is the biggest thing. Oh, if you hire us, we'll give you this, this, and this, and this, and this. Get out of here. That's the second thing. You gotta know that stop telling yourself life is supposed to be easy. Life is supposed to be all happiness. It's not. It's gonna be hard. And I guess the third thing is, let's see, what would be the third best thing is consistency.
Mm.
You have to stay consistent, 100% consistent. Because if you're not, it's not working. Because you can't wake up today and then tomorrow lay on the couch and then wonder why you're not getting sales because you're lazy ass on the couch because keep doing it, keep doing it, keep doing it. And if you want something, like I said, if you want something, it all depends on how bad you want it. Because you can have anything you want in the world. Anything you want in the world, you can have anything. It's how bad you want it. Like I tell guys, like my friends, I'm like, dude, you can have any girl you want. It's just how bad you want it. How bad do you want this? Or how bad do you want money? Or how bad it's all boils down to is how much time, dedication, and work you're gonna put into it. How uncomfortable are you willing to be?
Yeah, 100%. I love that. So stop worrying about other people, keep pushing through, and be consistent with it no matter what. It's
Walk
not
into everywhere like you
Mondays.
own it.
Say that again.
Everywhere you go, like when you walk into somewhere, walk in like you own the place.
Mm.
Nobody questions you. You walk in like this, looking around like, who the hell is that? They walk in, head high, like you own it. Everybody's like, no, nobody's gonna ask you, who are you? They're gonna be asking you, man, look at you.
Yes, 100%. Absolutely. Now, Mike, I appreciate you coming on, giving us, the tips, a little bit of guidance here. Um, every day, right? Yeah, every day, normal guy, everyday stuff. And quit being a baby, push through, stop caring what other people are saying.
Suck it up.
Give yourself one choice, right? Follow your gut, right? Don't go into it second guessing. Go get it
Stop
done.
talking about the
So
past.
stop talking about the past, and the past is in the past, 100%. How can the GMB Pros community, those that are watching on Facebook, those that are on the live, Richard, and those that catch the replay, how can we support you, man? How can, what do you have going on where we can support you?
You can go on my website. It's platinummindsetgroup.com. I've actually just launched that. So I have a monthly membership on there. I'm building my coaching business, trying to get clients on that. And I'm also doing a mastermind in Cancun, June, I think it's the 7th. It's on my Facebook. I forgot the date exactly. But I have it posted on my Facebook. It's an all-inclusive resort. It's for 7 days, 8 days, 7 nights. It's an all-inclusive resort. You can see it on my Facebook. They can message me through Facebook to get more information on that. It's actually my first mastermind that I'm doing. So I can bring 17 guests on it with that. That says business can be for business, mindset. It's gonna be real estate. It's gonna be a fun time, fun, but also you're learning at the same time, building that mindset.
Awesome. So guys, go follow Michael. I'm gonna put in the um live chat, I'll put his Facebook. Um, and I'll put it in here as well for Richard. Let's see here. And then Richard, did you have any questions? I know there's a few of us only here that you wanted to maybe for yourself.
Um, well, kind of one thing that you said, and you were talking about the girl with the anxiety, and she was focused. And sometimes in my life, I've had situations where you almost become obsessed with something, and I've had a hard time breaking that obsession, right? And so other than just time passing by. So if you find somebody, and maybe you touched on it, but maybe you could go a little bit deeper. So sticking with the anxiety example, I mean, just saying, just stop thinking about it is one thing, but actually being able to stop thinking about it
Yeah.
is completely different. So what kind of suggestions or techniques or hacks or anything would
So
you
I say
recommend?
change the situation. So whatever you're doing, if it's giving you anxiety, go do something else. Stop
Mm-hmm.
doing that. Stop doing that, what you're doing. So if you're, well, around here in Louisiana, driving around here, people get anxiety because people around here can't drive. So you can't just, you got to drive somewhere. But I mean, you just have to change the situation you're in or, do something different or do it a different way. But the main thing is, and like you said, it's easier said than done and stop thinking about it. But anxiety and I also think, like they say clinical depression and all that stuff. Now people are gonna get a lot, people are gonna really second guess on that. But like all this stuff that people say, oh, you have this, oh, you have this, oh, yeah, that they have to put a title on. If you get anxious, change your situation you're doing, or do that same. If you have to do that thing, do it differently, or do it at a slower pace, or just work yourself into that gradually back into it, where you can and stop thinking I'm going to get anxiety. I'm going to get anxiety.
Mm-hmm.
Do it again, but don't keep thinking you're going to get anxiety. You're going to get anxiety. And the minute you do, change, stop, and do something else for a second, and then come back to it. Just take a breath. Take a breath, breathe in, and that's a lot of people don't do that. They don't just take that breath, stop, calm down, and then just keep going back at it. You just have to take a break sometimes. And I like a lot of people get anxiety because they multitask, which that's been proven that multitasking is not a good thing because every time you switch from one thing to the other thing, your brain's having to stop, rework back into that thing you're doing. And then so it actually takes more time to do that. And a lot of people get anxious and anxiety because they're doing so much at one time.
Mm.
So concentrate on one thing, stick to that, and stop going backward.
Mm. So basically, when you feel whatever it is, whether it's anxiety or something else coming over you or, sneaking up on you, if at all possible, it's best to kind of like stop whatever you're doing right now and try to do something else to switch your mind from it or take a break from it or back away from it.
Yeah, just back away from it for a little bit. Yeah, that's what
Yeah,
I think.
yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
that's the biggest thing is, but people just try to just push through it and it just make it worse,
Yeah. Yeah.
way worse.
Okay. I really love what you said about that snooze button thing, man, because I set my clock like a half hour early so I can hit the snooze button,
It makes you more tired.
a
Yes,
couple times. But you're right. You're right. After you said that, I got to thinking about it, and I said, he's 100% right. So
your
yeah.
brain's in cycles. So every time you hit that snooze button, your brain's going back into a deep sleep for like, I think it's 75 minutes. So what you get, 5 minutes on snooze button? So your brain is lacking 70 minutes of sleep every time you hit that snooze button.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
So that's why you're
that's
exhausted.
incredible.
Yeah.
And a lot of people
So
take naps. I can't take a nap. I don't take a nap.
yeah. Well, as I gotten older, I finally kind of just sneak up on me. So, but anyways, so all right. Well, awesome, man. Thanks.
I appreciate it.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you, Rich. I appreciate you, Michael. Man, those of us that are on here catching the replay, give Michael a follow. Go see what he has going on. And I thank you for that info, guys. Keep pushing through. I think it's a different perspective that Micah brings as far as, mindset and how it does matter. What you think, what you focus on, that's what you will attract, right? So, surround yourself with great people, listen to great stuff, right? Don't expect water when you're pouring milk into it, right? Whatever you pour into it is, what you sow is what you're going to reap.
They say
So
what you think, what you think is what you believe is what your reality is.
100%. Yeah. Say that one more time.
What you think is what you believe is what your reality will be.
So think, believe in your reality 100%. Like, love that. Love that. So with that being said, guys, I appreciate everyone on here. Appreciate you, Michael. Much love, much success, and I'll catch
Appreciate it.
everyone on the next one. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.